All right, so here is my success on how I was successful in Proving Grounds. I was ranked number 22 to 25 in the world, and I was using this build to use to compete in the Proving Grounds in 1v1. Now, this build is a lockdown build. It's a two-way perimeter shot creator. You have a height of 6'4" and wingspan of 6'11". Now, I love this build just because it can have an 80.
Here are the starters for the visiting Dallas Mavericks. At forward, Naji Marshall.
Greetings, everyone. Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Davis is out there with Derek Lively. And there's Klay Thompson. Then there's Irving. And it's Marshall in at the small forward. And for Brooklyn, Wilson out there with Cameron Johnson. Then it's Russell. Then it's MP. And it's Thomas in at the two-guard spot. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
The team-first mentality of Thompson. When someone on his squad is open, he finds them.
Thompson against Thomas. And Thompson sends it back. Here's Irving. And the layup's good off the glass.
Great hustle there from Kyrie in the paint, outworking the defense and finding a quality look.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. 4-point game. Shot's good by Wilson.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And so here is Dallas following the bucket by the Nets. But watching the line there, that'll be a backcourt violation. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Here's Russell. Sweet little floater.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
Here's Davis. And it's MP with the rebound. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
Brooklyn with the ball. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Had a chance to talk with head coach Jordi Fernandez. Now, when it came to Kyrie Irving, coach said trying to contain him tonight won't be easy. He told me Kyrie is a fantastic player, but I feel confident that our guys will be all over him tonight. Pretty strong words, guys.
All right, thank you, David. Here's Davis after the made shot from MP. The offensive rebound. Here's Lively, and finished off by Lively.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Getting everyone involved. Russell operating the offense like a seasoned vet.
Irving passes to Davis. Here's Lively, covered by MP. Thompson for the triple. Buries it from three-point range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Watch the minutes to play. First quarter.
Here's MP. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 3 assists tonight.
There are the point guard skills of Russell. When he's sharing the rock, this offense runs so much smoother.
Lively finds Irving. And there's the foul. It's on Cameron Johnson. That is his first foul of the game. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. Williams comes in for Thomas. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Dallas. B.J. Washington comes in for Naji Marshall. Now, here's Washington. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. So it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Brooklyn. And for Klay Thompson. Richard, he's entering a different part now of his career.
And it happens to all of us. Father Time is undefeated. But Klay's game, his ability to hit threes at an elite level, that is not going anywhere, Kevin.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Russell against Irving. Thompson for three. Rebound, Brooklyn. They defeated Indiana in their last.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Even with all that noise, when they had the ball, it never rattled them. Their offense was in tune like it was a home game.
We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Russell against Irving. Here's Gafford. He gets it in there.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Shot from free throw range. Stolen by Washington. Pass break, Dallas. Gafford inside. MP's there. Irving surveying the floor. 4 on the clock. And a missed layup.
Now look, this won't go down as a block, but the D made him change his shot, and that was enough.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Nets out in front, up 3. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And close. A whole new lineup here for Brooklyn. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Anthony Davis comes in for P.J. Washington. Thompson, he's checked in for Marshall. And Irving subbed in for Dante Exum. Mavericks trailed by 4. On the floor for Dallas, we've got Derek Lively. Klay Thompson is out there with Davis. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's Irving at the point.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Indiana was he scored 20 points, and his activity on defense was solid, coming up with a lot of blocks and steals. He was a jack of all trades for them. He helped them out in every facet of the game. Back to you guys.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
And it goes down 2 points.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Here's Dinwiddie, and the rejection by Claxton. Irving against Russell. And it's Irving missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Russell kicks to MP. Puts it up from 12. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got assist number 5 here tonight.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
Irving. They get the rebound. And the rejection by Claxton. Pass to Thompson. Lets it go from deep. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just 1 so far. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Back to MP. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far. Shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Outside Irving. Wide open. No good on the shot.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
And so we conclude the first half. Nets. We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. MP's really making a difference here.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
We've got Johnson. Russell is out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then it's MP. And it's Wilson in at the 3. And that's the group for Jordi Fernandez as we begin the second half. Here's Marshall. It's hauled in by Claxton.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
And you hear Richard about players dunking and putting a hurting on the rim, but that iron sometimes can put a hurting on a player's hands too, right?
Oh, and then when you get older, those landings, they can start to hurt too. End of the day, there's a price to be paid for all that high-flying and rim wrecking, and it's worth it.
Williams, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Count that one, and the Nets' lead has been cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Marshall. Pass to Johnson. On the wing, Williams. He's covered by Thompson. Outside, Russell. Here's MP. Kyrie Irving grabs the miss.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Nets leading by 8. Greg, you love this topic more than anyone when you think about the best ball handlers of all time. Where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
Thompson outside. This one for 3. Rebounded by the Nets. MP's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting 1 of the past 4 shots to fall.
Got a piece of it. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession. So for the Nets, shots checked in for MP. Teams changing it up here. And Brooklyn has possession. They've led by as much as 10 on the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. Irving is out there with Thompson. Then it's Derek Lively. Then it's Anthony Davis. And it's Marshall in at the 3 spot. Irving misses. The Nets with the lead. Here's Wilson, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Irving can't hit.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Thompson against Williams. And Thompson kicks to Davis. Over Johnson. They grabbed their own miss. And finished off by Lively. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. He gets that one. Russell's got the lead up to 11 now for the Nets.
Just wheeling that one in. That's a tough shot there by Russell.
Irving passes to Davis. Here's Lively. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Nets. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a three-point play. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
And their passing has been great as well. Ball movement is key in getting good looks, and they've had that down tonight.
And he comes up with the deuce. Irving's got 10 points here in the second half.
Whatever adjustments were made at half, boy, they are working. He's looking like a different player since the break.
Here's Russell. And he banks in the layup. And the Nets lead by 13.
Ooh, the crafty lefty. Russell smart around that hoop.
Irving passes to Lively. And finished off by Lively.
Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
Inside. Back to Wilson. There's the triple. That one falls. Coming off the Johnson feet.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the three.
Russell against Irving. Takes a three. Rebounded by the Nets. Outside Russell. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
An active competitor. Russell won't go down without a fight, especially around the rim.
Davis, the pass to Lively. Thompson outside. Outside Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
It's so hard trying to keep Davis off the glass. He's just so big, so strong, and has the athleticism.
MP kicks to Wilson. Johnson surveying the floor. To the middle. Here's MP. And Lively pulls it down.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Nets.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And this will make it 36 wins on the year for them.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for D'Angelo Russell.
And his playmaking is what stood out to me, effortlessly creating for his teammates.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. It's deflected. It's stolen by Johnson. Well, this one is winding down now. Brooklyn can watch the clock run out. Here's Russell. And the slam dunk by Russell.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Ready to stand apart from the competition? Today, we take a look at your shoes and how to make your own shoe in the Shoe Creator.
From the main menu, navigate to Features and open Shoe Creator, and start with selecting your brand and cut.
Let your imagination run wild from here. Dream up the perfect pattern and color combination and save your shoe.
Ready to wear your shoe in My Career? Head to the appropriate store of your brand, and you'll find your shoes under colorways when you scroll to the bottom.
Make your purchase and equip your creation for all of the environments you want to wear them.
For me, I like to design shoes that match the rec court each season. So find a look that matches your fit or style, lace them up, and go hit the court.
The Raptors with a singular focus as they get off the team bus, looking to lock down a valuable win on the road. Great to have you with us. So let's take a look at the starters for the Toronto Raptors. Barnes and Poeltl down low at the 4 and 5. Quickly and Barrett, they're the backcourt duo, and it's Ingram in at the 3 slot. And for Brooklyn, we've got Cam Thomas. Johnson is out there with MP. Then it's D'Angelo Russell, and it's Wilson in at the 3. Well, it's fair to say we can expect a bruising battle between these two, Grant.
Yeah, these are two teams that dare you to bring the ball at them. They both feast on the defensive side, so don't expect any scoring records broken in this one.
And the dunk by Poeltl.
I mean, for Poeltl, the rim is right there. He just hops up to put it down.
Outside Johnson. Thomas outside. MP with it. Now guarded by Barrett. MP misses, and you know he wants that one back. And so it's Barnes with it. He brings it up for Toronto. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Jordy Fernandez. We got to talking about Brandon Ingram, and I asked how coach thought they might limit him tonight. Coach told me, well, there's nothing we can do about his size and his length, so we're hoping just to frustrate him and keep him off balance by getting up in his business and contesting shots. Hopefully that plan pans out for them, guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie.
As pretty much any coach, that's how he'd like to start the game.
Pass to Quickly. The 3. Toronto, the rebound. Poeltl. And he banks in the layup. Poeltl's got his second basket.
Man, Poeltl's reach sure comes in handy on the glass. He gets to that ball and attacks right away.
Here's Russell. Oh, rejected by Poeltl. Outside Barrett. Russell with the rebound. The Nets have gone 1 for 3 so far. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
And what a dribble display by Russell. You gotta love his creativity.
Now here's Ingram. He's closely guarded. Inside, here's Poeltl. He's off on the layup. For Brooklyn, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Here's Wilson. Pass to MP. And here's Russell, covered by Ingram, to the paint. Another shot. And MP with a basket on the assist by Johnson.
Not really played as a playmaker. Cam Johnson with the smart play, just giving it up.
Quickly against Russell. Now here's Quickly, tightly guarded, and that won't fall for him. He's 0 for 2.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Down low. Here's Barnes. Puts the fadeaway right on the money.
Got to have touch from there. Clearly, Scotty's got it.
Timeout called. Brooklyn. The last time they came together was in Toronto, where they fell to the Raptors.
Last time these teams met up, they practically got run over. But to be fair, they took issue with some of the calls they were handling.
Group substitution here for Brooklyn. MP is checked in for Sharp. Wilson comes in for Williams. Thomas, he's checked in for Melton. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Johnson. So for Toronto right now. Barnes and Pirtle down low at the 4 and 5. Grady Dick out there with Emmanuel Quickly. And it's Ingram in at the 3 spot. Russell against Quickly. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Brent, we've seen Quickly step up as a team leader since he came into the league.
Well, he's had tremendous confidence in what it is that he brings to a basketball team from the very beginning. It's taken him a little bit of time to gain that in the NBA setting, but he is now asserting himself as a floor general.
Johnson, he's checked in for Claxton. Barrett's checked in for Toronto. Russell into the lane. Rebound Toronto. Defeated by Washington in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
Well, let's hope there isn't any carryover from that letdown in this one. And he waited for the last possible minute to get that one off. Made a sick adjustment right before he let it go.
Outside Ingram. Outside Barnes. Offline with a 3.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Mavericks was tremendous. He had 14 points, and on top of that, he snagged 6 boards. Just another remarkable performance from him. Nothing new. Guys, we'll see how long he keeps this up.
Hey, he made play after play. Really solid effort all night.
And he did it in a variety of ways, which makes him harder for opponents to deal with.
He can do a lot of different things, so he falls into these different roles. Which will it be tonight?
They have no answer defensively inside.
Barrett against Thomas. To the middle. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP. And as the postseason nears, these power rankings really shape our expectations for the playoffs. Taking a look at the Clippers, they pulled themselves up to the 2nd place spot.
Seeing where the Nets are, they're a whole lot happier at this point in the season than they were previously. Winning is fun.
5 on the clock. Fires top of the key.
Solid defense. Johnson can derail an offense on the run.
Here's Barnes.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Pirtle finds Quickly. MP with the block. Thomas against Barrett. Here's MP. Toronto grabs the miss. Barnes has got 4 rebounds now. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second.
Second quarter.
Pass to Quickly. Launches it. And the 3-pointer goes. Quickly's got 7 points in the game.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Thomas against Barrett. A little mid-range shot is up. Thomas, that's good. Thomas has got his first 2 points.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Toronto calls timeout. Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Brooklyn out in front. They're up by 4. And don't go away after.
The Raptors, 38.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Nets leading by 4. Cameron Johnson out there with MP. Then it's Cam Thomas. Then it's D'Angelo Russell. And it's Wilson in at the small forward. And that's the group for Jordi Fernandez as we begin the second half. Johnson finds MP. Thomas. And it's in there.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
It's Barrett on the wing. Quickly outside. The turnaround, Jay. Barnes, no good.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Here's MP. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Next foul, number 42. Second personal foul. First team foul.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Here's Pirtle. And too long on the shot.
Yeah, it's pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play tough, physical defense.
Yep, that one goes. And it's a 10-point Brooklyn lead. And something you never like to see, but guys, he definitely looks hurt.
And hopefully it's not as bad as it looks. That would be a big blow for them.
Well, looking at his face right there, you can tell he's in a lot of pain, and there's a lot of trepidation right now on that team's sideline.
Dick, he's checked in for Toronto. Quickly, passes to Barnes. Outside Dick. And they call an illegal screen here. Looking now at some numbers for Cam Johnson.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Guys, Scotty Barnes said, my game starts on the defensive end, guarding anybody and taking pride in it. That leads to great offense in transition and just leads me to stay on lockdown throughout the game. Brian?
And Allie, for all his offensive gifts, that focus on defense is what makes him special. Quickly outside. To the inside. Here's Pirtle. And that time also a missed shot.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Raptors. Let's look back on this past month and see the teams who were lights out from three-point range. The Nets, third.
Over the last month, they've been extremely disciplined on the perimeter, not really rushing to get attempts off, but taking their time to find the best looks.
Here's Barnes. MP with the block.
Might be time for the coaching staff to bust out a play for him to get going. 0 for 4 to start the half.
I just love the ball movement.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. And Toronto calls time here.
They're giving up a lot of points in the paint. That's something they have to address here.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Nets on D. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Pass to Barrett. Basket counts.
Using some muscle there on the finish. I like seeing Barrett be active inside.
Brooklyn with the ball. They've outscored them 10-2 during this run. And during the first few seasons of Immanuel Quickley's career, he was seen primarily as a scorer, Greg.
Yes, but recently has blossomed into a more versatile threat. The leap we've seen in his passing has been especially impressive. He's a player to watch out for moving forward. Yeah, just hasn't been able to find his rhythm offensively, and that's having a ripple effect.
Wilson passes to MP. Russell finds MP. Good on the bucket. MP's got 12.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Raptors trail by 14. Minute 32 left in the third. Right side Barnes. Shoots over Johnson. Barnes no good.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Here's Wilson. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. Wilson's got 4 points in the quarter.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Pass to Pirtle. Stolen by MP. To the middle. Here's Thomas. Barnes with the rebound. Barnes has got 5 rebounds in the game. Quickly outside. Barrett against Russell. Now Barrett. You know, his stats have been solid, averaging around 18.5 points a game. Here's MP. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Russell's got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, he's a gifted passer. This is one of his natural abilities, and the instincts just showing off from Russell there.
And Barrett has got the ball here for the Raptors. It's an 18-point game. Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession.
Substitutions on the court.
Ends up going with a new group. Here's Thomas. And it's Toronto with a rebound. Dick's got 4 rebounds now. So for the Raptors right now. Walter out there with Grady Dick. Then it's Mason Plumlee. Then it's Chris Boucher. And it's Mobo in at the 3, the small forward.
Well, such a big body. Plumlee does possess explosive verticality. And then, of course, a power finish.
Back to Johnson. And he drops it in from the low post.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
Oh, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Pass to Dick. Now here's Plumlee. Brooklyn pulls it in. Russell's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Inside, here's MP. Oh, he hits that one. 8 for 11 and remaining a thorn in the D side.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Nets.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And looking at their record after this victory, this will be their 37th of the year.
And boy, did they need to win this game after dropping the first 2 matchups against this squad. Now they can go into the final game of the season series with a ton of confidence.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for MP.
And I love his composure. He didn't try to do too much or force things, but he was ready to take advantage of every opening the defense gave him.
All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
Russell with the rebound. Brooklyn with the ball. It's a 22-point lead, the most they've led by. And the shot goes down.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Quickly passes to Abaji. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Brooklyn with the ball. It's been 8 unanswered for them. Here's MP into the lane. Johnson passes to Russell. Back to Johnson. Banked it in off the glass.
You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
So we see the Nets taking the W here. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. And they